Hi guys, this is just your quick review of the match between Chelsea and Manchester City. Now the match finished 4-2, as you might know, and I think it's a massive result in the in the Premiership. It's going to have a huge huge influence on other matches that are going to come, and it's going to give a lot of teams confidence to play against Chelsea. I think it was a game of two halves, definitely. The first half, all you can really speak about was the first 40 minutes. It was dire. It was very Italian kind of tactical football. It was almost at a walking pace at times, very cagey, and nobody really wanted to take any chances. What you could really speak about is the John Terry and Wayne Bridge situation. At the very beginning of the pitch, everyone was speaking about would they shake hands, would they just falsely shake hands and let that be it, and don't speak to each other again or whatever. All over the internet, all over YouTube already, the videos are already up of Wayne Bridge. He completely shunned John Terry. He looked right through him like as if he wasn't even there, and just bypassed his hand and went straight onto the rest of the Chelsea players and shook all their hands. And I wasn't a bit surprised by that. I expected him to do it all day long. He's only a human being. If it was you, would you shake somebody's hand if you actually hated their guts, or would you rather just let them know, look, I don't like you, I don't respect you, and I don't care what anybody else thinks. I'm not here to put on a show for anybody else, and that's it. As far as he's concerned, he's not trying to make an example. He doesn't care. He doesn't like John Terry. He doesn't like him. That's it. He didn't shake his hand, and I think that's what it should be left at. Forget about it now. But the match itself, it was dire the first 40 minutes until it kicked into life. Frank Lampard opened the goal scoring on the 42nd minute. He got a through ball in, and he finished it off great against Shea Given, slotted it straight into the goal, and Chelsea could have capitalised straight on Man City then. They could have gotten a second goal if Joe Cole wasn't so sloppy, but his shot was tame and it led to a break for Man City. Tevez got on the end of the ball. John Terry was dire for Tevez. He completely backed off him, and he lost his pace against him. I couldn't believe it, because Carvalho was there to back him up, and Carvalho he ran alongside him, and then like as if he thought, I'm not going to get him. He just wandered off, towards the penalty line. He wasn't even looking behind him anyways to see if anybody was coming that Tevez could cut it back. But Tevez takes a shot anyways. Nobody was on the line. Carvalho had a chance to run towards the line, didn't go for it. And a tame shot missed, just completely missed by Hilario. It goes into the back of the net, and it was a soft goal to give away. And that's where you're always at your most your most weakest, when you score a goal. They say when you score a goal, you can lose concentration and letting it go straight away if you're not very careful, and that proved it today. But the second half was completely different game. It was back to a real Premiership game, a real the English Premier League and what it's all about: pace, passion, and fire. And we didn't have to wait long for another goal. Craig Bellamy, he could have cut in another player, but he runs straight in the box, and instead of even going for bottom corner, it's like as if he went straight down the middle of the goal from an angle. And Hilario was absolutely awful. He should have, his positioning was shocking, and his reaction was unbelievable as well. I don't know whether he thought Craig Bellamy was going to cut it across the 6-yard box or not, but he's an experienced goalkeeper. He's there 3 years now at Chelsea, or 4 years almost, and he should be working week in, week out with the likes of Peter Cech, watching people's mistakes, watching him. He's playing reserve games. He's there long enough. He's a full-grown man, and he should be able to, not let in sloppy goals like that. Whether he's rusty or not is open to debate, but I can't give him any credit for that. All I can do is, like I say, he's at fault, completely for that goal, as well as the Chelsea defence for not closing down on Bellamy as well. But so the match kicks on then, and a big talking point as well comes when Tevez, he scores another goal. He puts Chelsea 3-1 up, and that comes as a result of a penalty kick. Belletti was sent off. He took down Gareth Barry, and I think that was it. The game was almost effectively over at that stage. It should have been over, but Man City were playing in dangerous water, I think, at times. They were very sloppy with the possession, 3-1 up, and that's it. Ballack goes and gets himself sent off then for a second very silly challenge. He was already on a yellow card. He comes in and he takes Tevez down, and he could have really hurt the guy. I can understand a player being frustrated and everything, but when your team is already down to 10 men, to go and get yourself sent off in a rash tackle like that, especially when there's 15 minutes left in the game, it's ridiculous. And I think it just summed up Chelsea's day. We had another goal then from Craig Bellamy in the 87th minute. It was a decent goal as well, and it really just it was a break on play, and it really was. It was just Man City all over in the second half. You know, they were patient in their counter attacking, and they were very clinical in the counter attacking as well. They made the most of what they could, and that's it. Fair play to them. But Chelsea got a consolation goal then. The 91st minute was Frank Lampard as well. He went down the left corner of the goal. He usually goes that way, and I'm actually surprised Shea Given didn't actually just take the chance. Maybe he thought, what's he got to lose anyways? You know what I mean? I'll just go from my first instinct and let in the goal. What's the difference? It doesn't make a difference. It's 4-2. But I just want to get your the fans' views. Manchester City fans, Chelsea fans, Man City fans. Do you feel like as if you are establishing yourselves now as a top 4 team? Are you happy enough with the way things are going? And Chelsea fans, do you think it's just a small little blip? I know it's 2 losses in a row, but there's a lot of drama surrounding the club, and how do you think you're going to get on for the rest of the season? You've got a couple of tricky matches to come. You've got Manchester United away to come yet as well, and that's going to be very big as well. How do you feel about the goalkeeping situation and your left back situation? How do you think Malouda's, how do you think he's faring out back there? And other fans as well, Arsenal fans. How do you feel? Do you think you're right back in it now, and a win at Stoke today, or even a draw or anything like that? You still, even if Arsenal lose today, there's still only 6 points behind Chelsea at the end of the day, and that's a huge plus for Arsenal. It's going to give them great heart. And me as an Arsenal fan, definitely I'm pretty confident now that Arsenal, they have a very tough match today against Stoke. They've lost her already. But win, lose or draw today, they're still only 6 points behind Chelsea, and it's everything to play for the rest of the season. So that's it really. All you guys haven't subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe. All you guys that have subscribed, make sure you comment and rate. And thanks very much for all your support. I really appreciate it. One of my videos is started clocking up over 6,500 views, and that's really positive. That's what I want to see. I want to see the YouTube football community really get together. And you guys that want to post reply videos or anything like that, or you want to leave you want to have things spoken about, different situations of football, just send me a personal message, and I'll try and stick up a video on that as well. And that's it. Thanks very much for your support, and don't forget to check out Alex Dyer Trees page as well. And that's it. Thanks very much. Take care.